Hello, my friends. Welcome to Lean and Clean with Fitness Chef Christine. Today, I am honored to have my favorite guy in the world on with me, my husband, Drew. And we're going to have a little discussion because I have made a lot of dietary changes, as I've shared with you. And my husband is super supportive and he has made those changes with me. So I wanted his perspective, a guy's perspective, on how he thinks it's going. So Drew and I, we've married 32 years and we've had a lot of crazy diets in our lives, but this has been a really good experience for me. And I just want to ask you, what would you say it's done for you in the last 2 months or so?
Well, I think the main thing for me is I don't feel bloated. I know I'm losing weight. I'm not one to really step on the scale a lot, but the eating breads, eating particularly white bread, even if it's homemade, you have that. I have that bloated feeling, and I don't have that anymore.
For those of you that just joined us and you've maybe just found us for the first time, we have embarked on what I call a keto adventure. So I have been dealing with a lot of leg pain and neuropathy, and Drew has some back pain. So we decided that we were going to change the way we eat. I would say for me, I'm more carnivore than keto. And for Drew, I would say you're more keto than carnivore because Drew likes his sweets. And because I used to be a pastry chef, I do a lot of sugar-free sweets. So I use allulose, which is actually research has come out saying that really helps level out your insulin levels. So it's actually a good sweetener, which I would say, Drew, has that been made it things easier for you?
Yeah, I'm a closet chocoholic, not recovering, don't plan on recovering, the but yeah, I like a sweet snack once in a while. And when you had the bakery, and even for years, I know that I can't eat desserts just because I will just pack up the pounds. I just know I can't. But something a little sweet, just a bite is perfect when those cravings come.
Yeah. And I would say I do probably make cheesecake, the sugar-free cheesecakes, at least a couple times a week. So they're always available, both for our son, myself, Drew. I've pretty much resolved to the fact that I really don't need the sweets anymore. It's nice to have once in a while, but honestly, I'm so used to eating a big protein and lots of healthy fats that my cravings have just gone away, which is amazing because like you said, we had a bakery and all that sweets were around constantly, especially at the holidays. So getting through Thanksgiving without that was amazing. Drew made a fantastic prime rib and we had some ribeyes. And we did not do a whole lot of the vegetables because we are trying to reduce inflammation and they do cause inflammation. But did you miss the traditional Thanksgiving stuff?
I didn't. We didn't miss anything, right? So we didn't go hungry. All the food was extremely flavorful, and there was nothing lacking from the meal.
And is this something you're looking to change in the future, or is this something that you think that's going to be for life? So once you reach your ideal weight, once you feel like your pain has gone away, do you think you'll continue with this? I know for myself, I'm going to because I've never felt so good, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that far ahead. Things are going well, and as far as diet wise and how I'm feeling, if it continues, right? I
Right.
don't plan on saying, okay, that's done. Now I'm gonna go back and eat pizza 3 days a week and grab a loaf of sourdough bread and sit on the couch and eat it watching a football game. So I'll still watch football game, but I won't be eating the loaf of sourdough bread.
As we frequently joke, I make most of the meals, so you stuck with whatever I make. But I do try to add some variety. So, for instance, tonight we had hamburger that I pressed out and baked, and then I topped it with pizza sauce, a sugar-free pizza sauce, and pepperoni and cheese. And then we had some skinny pasta, fettuccine alfredo, and I had some leftover sausages and some shrimp cocktail. So, the big variety of foods. We don't stick to just every day the same. I don't have a problem with that myself, but I do try to, I'm a chef and I like to mix things up a little bit, which hopefully you can say yes or no. Hopefully that helps. We don't, even though we live in the same house, obviously, we don't often talk about
Right.
that, but I'm pretty much in charge of all the food. So unless Drew grills out, he's the best griller.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, so I'm really fortunate. I tell everybody, I'm extremely fortunate because, I have a wife who will make me anything, anytime, and loves to do it, whether it's making my breakfast, making my lunch, obviously making dinner. And our whole life, you've been great at it. Throwing something together fast. That's amazing. I'm along for the ride in a lot of that. Sometimes you say, hey, let's grill out steaks tonight. And I can, or grill out anything, and I can take a run with that. But it's always the other. If there's something else that's going to go with the meal, that's where I personally struggle. If you said, "Hey, you're on your own tonight," it's that other thing other than the meat. And tried with just vegetables, but again, it's having them there. So that's the week if you don't have it.
The good news is we are primarily eating meat. So that bubble is
Yeah.
removed. You don't have to worry about that as much. Although we do try to have a variety of meats and cheeses and things like that with a lot more fat. And I know for myself that is keeping me full longer. So where I used to have all the vegetables and a piece of bread and the meat is just enough now. It's not a problem. And it's been a journey to get there. First, I eliminated sugars. And I can definitely tell, even though Drew said he doesn't weigh himself at all, I can absolutely see the difference both in him and my son. And actually, my son-in-law has been eating this way, and my daughter. So I've seen a big difference in how everybody looks and feels. And it's an exciting time. My people, my friends visit on the podcast. If you have gone on this journey too, and you're doing keto or carnivore, I would love to hear your story. I would love to connect you. I invite you to come on, talk about your story, or maybe you have a different style of nutrition and you want to talk about that. We talk everything. We talk food, faith, fitness, fat loss, all of it. For us, this has been a great fat loss journey. And I have been blessed with a great husband. And I'm forever grateful to God that he brought us together and that we do all these things together. So I have that support. Not everybody has that support. And I can honestly say, not everybody agrees with how we're eating or what we're doing. But just having a partner that is supportive is huge. It's huge. It's huge. And maybe you don't have that support, but we could be that support for you. So join us on this journey. I will post below my free groups on Facebook. And just, I would love to have you along for the ride. And yeah, I want to thank my husband for coming on tonight. I had to twist his arm a little bit, but he's such a good speaker and he does big presentations for big companies. So I'm just a small potato, but I really, like I said, I am blessed with his support. So Drew, thank you so much for joining us.
We're not eating potatoes.
And maybe, maybe we'll come back in a month with a little update and see how it's going. You good? Good with that?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, my friends. Hey, as always, I pray for each and every one of you. If you have liked this episode, make sure you subscribe because it is free and we can do this journey together. And comment below. Tell me how you eat, what your nutrition is like, maybe what exercise you like to do, anything you want to tell me about you, I am down with. Okay, love y'all, and we'll talk soon.